Hello and welcome back to another Eat With Me video. And I remember in the last video I had mentioned that I'd wanted to try something from Elephante, the restaurant in Santa Monica. And then I was trying to figure out how I could do an Eat With Me through there. And I said if I ended up not eating it all, I can bring the other half home and we could do a video that way, which is indeed what I have done. So yesterday, we did go to Santa Monica and we went to Elephante and I picked up the eggplant, the whipped eggplant, which is one of their more popular appetizers, the cacio e pepe pizza, which I had been wanting to try, and then I got an arugula salad, and my love of arugula is here. It is my favorite leafy green, and if we're being completely honest, salad is the star of the show here. Wild, controversial, yes it is. But now we're just gonna sit and we're gonna eat. I'll show you the cute box. So this is the box that we got to take home the leftovers from yesterday's meal. And then of course, to drink, we're having watermelon juice. As we should. It is summer and I'm gonna make use of it while it is here. That is so good. So good. Okay. So I did heat this up. I probably heated it a little bit too much initially. And it's not gonna look super pretty now. This is so sad. But, you know, just imagine this looking better. And I'll insert, because I did get a little bit of footage of the food itself. I really wish in hindsight that I would have got more footage inside the restaurant to kind of show you the vibe. But we'll just talk about it. But I'm gonna eat the pizza and we'll discuss. So when you first walk in the restaurant, it's base level to the ground. When you go in, that leads you down like a corridor, if you will. On the very end, there's an elevator. You're doing this all by yourself. You pretty much check in the front. There's a host at the entrance. Walk down the corridor, hit the button. Kind of looks like a secret entrance, if you will. Go up. There's 3 floors. I've only ever sat at I believe the Rooftop is called their Sunset Lounge. There's like a cactus room, something else. There's like 3 separate rooms, but the Rooftop one, I believe, is the Sunset room. And that's where we were able to sit yesterday. Kind of got super lucky because most of the time you are recommended to do reservations because they do get really busy, especially for the Rooftop. Like that one books up a while in advance. But luckily, I was able to walk in yesterday, which was kind of cool. And then sit up there. Mind you, they do have time limits on the tables, as they should in busier places. Honestly, I wish every restaurant did that because sometimes people are they'll just sit there for hours and hours and hours and the other people can't come in. But the vibe is it's kind of like Tulum looking, very like beachy, chicy. It's kind of just a vibe. It's a very ambiance filled restaurant too. So if you want something more secluded and quiet, this is not the place for you. Oh. But we have a full bar. I'd say it definitely leans on more of the Italian-ish side, but I don't think it's labeled as Italian because they have pizzas, pastas, salads, some starters. They definitely have food of seafood options, which is great because you're literally right there by the ocean. It overlooks, actually, well, how did I forget to mention that? The Rooftop overlooks the ocean in Santa Monica. That's probably part of the reason it's so sought after. The location is fantastic. So you can literally just sit there and enjoy the ambiance. There's a bunch of trees around you too. So it's like super pretty to just sit and relax and have a nice meal. So rating wise, I mean, obviously this is thin crust pizza, as you can see. It's not gonna be the same as the first day. And I feel like that's more the case with thin crust pizza. When you get something that's a little bit more like traditional crust, it can reheat and eat the next day and still stay good. Sometimes it'll even get better. Like a good traditional pizza, that's how I know it's good, is if I can eat it cold the next day, and it still tastes so good. This is a little bit more on the dry kind right now, but when it came out, it was not. It was very, it has the best cheese pull actually. I really wish I would have gotten that too, but it had such a fantastic cheese pull. Like when we were first pulling it apart to grab the pieces, it was literally stretching across the little serving tray that it came on. It came on something, I'll insert a clip here, where the pizza was on, but as we were serving it up, the cheese was going all the way down, so that was kind of cool to note. And it has a nice peppery flavor. I'd say I definitely think that they hit the nail on the head with the cacio e pepe flavor, because it's got that nice peppery, cheesy bite to it. There's definitely multiple cheese types on this pizza. I just wish that the crust were a little bit more on the traditional thickness side. And as far as the eggplant whip, I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I was so excited to try that, like super excited. So this is the leftovers, the rest of it, and it's not a big portion by any means. I'd say it's maybe like an ounce bigger than this would be the full portion, and it comes with this really good, I'm not quite sure what kind of bread it is, but I have the other half here. In all honesty, the bread was the best part. If I were blindfolded, I would not know that that is an eggplant dip. But this bread that it came with, this is like the other half that I didn't eat yesterday. There's some like flaky salt here in the middle with a little bit of like olive oil, so it still looks super moist even right now. But when it came out, it was super duper fluffy, kind of like a pillow. Oh my gosh, that bread is so good. Is it worth the price? That whole appetizer just to get the bread? I guess that's completely up to you if you're down for that. But I'm glad I tried it, you know, food wise. If it sounds interesting, I'll try it, the food one time to see how I feel. I just wouldn't be getting that specific one again. But I've been to Elephante one other time, and they have, I think it's Gulf Coast prawns. I want to say there's like 6 prawns on the plate with this like almost like pico de gallo-ish topping on it. They're fantastic. Obviously more on the pricey side because they're fresh, but it's super good. I honestly never would have ordered that myself, but I did try some when it came to the table. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It's so hard now. But like I mentioned earlier, star of the show was the arugula salad. So this was the leftover from that. And so it just has, I think what really helped set it apart was the fact that there's fresh lemon juice on here and olive oil and obviously the shavings of the Parmesan. Oh, it's so good. The lemon really is a predominant, like you taste that first and foremost, and it's so refreshing. It just tastes so nice and light. It's so good. I will say what's nice is the fact that if you're going with somebody else and you either don't know what to get or you're not super hungry, sharing pizza and salad is like a good way to go. It is a little bit more on the pricey side, I will say, which is not my favorite thing, but it comes with the territory. It's in Santa Monica, everything costs more, and you're on a rooftop, so obviously they're paying more to be there, so everything's gonna cost more. Oh, but they had, I totally forgot, we ended up getting some mocktails because cocktail prices are crazy. But like the flavor of mocktails that they had sounded so intriguing. We ended up getting a black currant mocktail. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll put a clip of that into, if you can find something black currant, I would give it a try. I've never had anything black currant flavor. It was so good. I'd say like super zesty. Definitely on like, it's sweet, but the zest kind of helps balance out the sweetness. Really good. So I would definitely go again. For the ambiance is super nice. I'm gonna tell you, it was yummy. Salad was really good. I don't think I've been blown away like, oh my gosh, this is the best XYZ that I've ever had in these 2 times that I've been. But it's just a vibe. And if you're looking for a place where the food's good, then I would say I would try out Elephante. It's so interesting being out in Santa Monica too, because there's like so many different types of people. I know they say that about LA, but I feel like in Santa Monica you get such a mishmash. There's like a lot of like businessy people obviously, but then you get a lot of characters too. So you can just like sit there and watch. People watch. Santa Monica has a little bit of everything. And I'm trying to think where we should go next. Where should the next restaurant we eat together be at? I don't know, but I like to use Yelp, so I'm sure we'll find a place for us to try. We sit down, eat a meal together. It doesn't even need to be a place that you actually want to go to. You just listen, I guess. And if you ever see it in real life, you'll have some kind of an idea. But that pizza did not reheat well. It got kind of hard. Hindsight's 2020. But actually, I'd say I've heard good things about their espresso martini. I can't remember if I tried it last time I was there or not, but I've heard good things. So if you like espresso martinis, they have like 4 different kinds. I think one is like a cacao one. That sounds kind of interesting, honestly. There's nothing like fresh shaved Parmesan. It's so good. It has like the perfect nutty, salty bite to any salad. It's so good. Yum. Well, that is all. So I shall ponder upon the next place to go and to be the victim, so we can sit and eat together. Or if anybody has any ideas of places that are in SoCal that are super yummy, they want to pop them in the recommendations in the comments below, I will look into them. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed eating with me, and I shall see you on the next episode of Let's Eat. But if you have any recommendations, once again, pop them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, the things, and I'll see you next time.